Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to today's coffee chat. Today, well, if you're watching and I seem a little subdued, it's true. I am still a little dampened. It's beautiful spring here. Oh, I love Victoria in the spring. So stunning with all of the blossoms. But it also means that my allergies are on fire. So I do have the antihistamine on board, and which makes me a little subdued, a little more mellow and calm. So if I'm coming across that way a little bit, it's just this time of year. I have been following my own advice and eating fewer of the foods that can cross-react and make allergies worse. I talked about that last week in our video, our connection over coffee. And so if you have hay fever or you have a loved one who does, check out that video. I'll include a link to it in the comment section below, the description box below, so that you can take a watch and know what foods to avoid or at least eat fewer of in order to lessen their impact on your allergies, your hay fever this time of year. And speaking of past videos, I do, connect with you every week, inviting you into my home for this casual chat over a coffee about food and nutrition, what's on my mind, what people have been asking me about this past week. And so I want you to come on over to not miss a single one and be a part of the community here hanging out in my kitchen. So please hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon and you'll receive your invitation. You'll be notified each time I have a new video here. Spring. As I talked about, it's a beautiful time of year. And I don't know about you, but at this time of year, I just want to be lightening up my eating. The soups and stews that are exactly what I crave all winter long. Nope, I want to throw those aside and have more salads and bowls and lighter eating. But the spring, the summer vegetables, that full wave really hasn't hit us yet. We're starting to get the little trickle. I've been starting to see some local things, but the main wave of all the spring veggies, the summer veggies, it's not that time of year yet. And so what have I been using? What I want to share with you is something that I've been using for my bowls, for those salads, this time of year. And it's a tool or a gadget. You might already have some ideas what I'm going to be talking about. It's just peeking into the screen today. But, it's really interesting when I invite people over for dinner. Something that people often comment on is that they are surprised at how few kitchen gadgets, kitchen tools I have. Their impression of me being all about food and cooking at home and healthy eating is that I would have like every gadget and a kitchen full of all of these amazing wonders. But I'm actually really, really simple. I don't use a ton of gadgets and I don't own many, but the ones that I own, I use. I use a ton. And so I want to encourage you. You probably have some tools collecting dust in a kitchen cupboard or on a kitchen counter somewhere. And so I want you to pull this particular one out and use it so that you can be enjoying the vegetables and this time of year, what's available this time of year to up your food prep game. Because I do work with a lot of people who are high functioning. A lot of my clients are professionals, executives, high achievers. They get a lot done in a day, and yet often they're like, I just can't seem to get my act together in the same way about my nutrition. And we need to fuel our bodies well in order to function at that higher level. And so one of the things I often get them doing is more meal prep and using more of the gadgets they already have at home and using things intelligently, doing smart meal prep. And so I wanted to share with you how I use this one to fuel my life. It's such an amazing time saver and it really can help make things happen. I'm going to move my coffee over and give you a little show. So it's my Cuisinart. Yeah, I bet you have one of these already in the house. And particularly what I use a ton is this blade, the shredder blade. I use this a ton because it's great for making that crunchy, fine texture for more root type of vegetables and the heartier vegetables that are available this time of year. I hate to use the word slaw because it's such like a just kind of blah word, not very elegant, not very sexy word for a beautiful way to eat these vegetables. I use that all the time, either to make slaws just directly or to shred and add that texture, that crunchy texture to more type of like full meal bowl, salad bowl, layered salad type of meals. Different vegetables that are available this time of year that are awesome through there. Cabbage, of course, right? The classic slaw, but also carrots are amazing. Beets, super quick work of those. Kohlrabi, a vegetable that's often overlooked. Radish is super quick work in there. You can throw fennel through. Those are just off the top of my head. And if you like a little bit of sweetness in a salad, or if you're feeding kids and trying to get them more on board, they often like a more sweet flavor profile. I'll often send an apple, just peel an apple, take the core out, send it through as well. And it's beautiful in a slaw. I mean, cabbage and apple are a classic combination, but apple is also really great with a raw beet slaw. Yeah, a lot of people don't know you can eat beets raw, but so beautiful in that slaw texture. And so, grating a slaw or doing that much chopping, oh my gosh, that is a lot of work. I too, I'm not a trained chef. I have kitchen, home cook knife skills, just like you most likely. And so I would take me forever to do like a tiny little dice of carrot or beet or those type of vegetables that would look beautiful, in a bowl. That would be the texture I would want on my fork in a salad bowl. And so, yep, you just wash the vegetables, peel them, take off any ends, zoom through the Cuisinart, done. I mean, super quick work and done, and you can get a ton of volume, like multiple days worth of shredded vegetables in seconds. And what I also love about it is you can take it all apart and all the pieces go in your dishwasher. I mean, hello, love that. So break out the Cuisinart, get this grater blade going and make quick work of it. For example, I've already done a kohlrabi and a carrot today. I'm going to be adding this in a salad bowl with some quinoa and some cannellini beans, bit of an apple cider vinaigrette type of dressing, and that's going to be my lunch today. I want you to have as good of lunches as I am, as nutritious, as delicious, and so get out that blade and use that this week. So great connecting with you this week. Have a fantastic week, and I look forward to seeing you back here next Thursday morning at 7 a.m.